Today, we are going to be hatching more than 450 Palmon eggs that I've gathered and hoarded for about months from Alliance, from my guild, from events, and so on, right? To see if we can get any upgrades for Palmons and, of course, for their traits. My goal is to level up the star level of my current Palmons, especially my SSR Palmons for fighting PvP and PvE stuff, and then, of course, I also want to upgrade my working Palmons in my camp for production. The only two Palmons that I'm hoping I get the most summons is going to be 𝒟𝒹𝓎 and 𝒟𝒹𝓎, because I'm almost done making my 𝒟𝒹𝓎 to 5-star, and 𝒟𝒹𝓎, as you can see, it's only 2-star. I want to make it to 5 in as soon as possible, so we'll see if we can get lucky to get them, because as you can see, I only have 0.11% chance, and the guaranteed chance is going to be only 11.11%, because it's divided between all of them. So let's see if we can actually cook with this, and you can call me Gordon Ramsay. Also, it's really good timing for me to do this right now, because we in guild versus guild event. It is day 4, and it's time to upgrade your Palmons, to hatch eggs, use XP and all of that good stuff, right, to give my guild as many points as possible and secure that W for this week. We also have Palmon reset events going on for about a week, and this is also very useful if you guys have worked on the wrong Palmon and you want to reset to get everything back to work on your preferred Palmon. So make sure you guys use the best out of that event. It's only gonna be here for a week, and we don't know if it's gonna come back ever or not. And another good timing is if you can line up this day 4 with front of the pack event, right, with a stage that you have to hatch eggs to get points in front of the pack event, right? So you can basically do 2 birds, 1 stone. For me, it is already past that stage. I was kind of late to it, but no worries. Let's just go to hatching and no more yapping. Now we're going to be hatching eggs 10 by 10. I wish we could do more, like 20 by 20 or like even 100 at once, but sadly we don't have that option yet. Maybe it's going to come later in the future, but for now, we're just going to have to do it 10 by 10 eggs. And like I said, I'm only aiming for upgrading my Palmons that I use. So SSR Palmons for fighting, and then the Palmons that are working in my camp for increased production, whether if it's lumber, steel, dreamium, or whatever else, right? I just want to have the best efficiency possible, and that's why we're going to be aiming for both. And another thing is we're going to be aiming for traits like these things, you know, sweet dreams, the legendary traits, the golden ones, because if I get it on the wrong Palmon, there is no worries, because I can always use the nursery building and breed them with the Palmon I want, and hopefully their offspring, their child, will have the traits that are related to them and to what they do best, whether if it's mining, if it's pouring water on the crops, or like whatever else, right? Or like even if it's fighting for my SSR Palmons or even UR Palmons, because in my 2nd and 3rd squad, I am using a mixture of SSR and UR Palmons, and that's fine. That is totally fine. My UR Palmons are all, well, most of them are 5-star, some of them are 4-star, and they're all above level 200, so they do actually a good job when I'm fighting in PvP, in PvE, when I'm in a situation where I need to use more than 1 squad to attack at the same time. For example, attacking a player camp, or playing in Sandstorm Scuffle event, or sending my airships to go scavenge and collect me some goodies, or even defending my base against other players. Both SSR and UR Palmons come to good use. And the UR Palmons I'm using to fight for PvP and PvE are 𝒟𝒹𝓎𝓐, 𝒟𝒶𝒹𝓎𝓐, 𝒟𝒟𝒻𝓿, Snowflake, and Platypussy. So these 5 UR Palmons are the best when it comes to fighting, but if it's PvP or PvE, they do have the skills for that, and they're equipped for that kind of job, you know? And yes, some of them do have the skills related to production, but that doesn't matter, because most of their skills are made for fighting, and they even go toe-to-toe with some SSR Palmon skills, you know? So they are that good, trust me. But only make sure that your Palmons are assigned to your 2nd, 3rd, or even 4th squads, not your main, which is your 1st squad, because your 1st squad only has to be consisted from SSR Palmons. Basically, your best guns in the game has to be in your 1st squad, then the rest of course goes to 2nd, 3rd, or even 4th if you have that unlocked. So far we have hatched about 140 eggs, and for that we only have gotten about 3 SSR Palmons. For 140 eggs, I mean, that's kind of like lame, I gotta say, but hey, the chance is only 0.11%, as we saw before, right? So I really cannot complain for that chance. And boom, we just got 𝒟𝒹𝓎, the Palmon I actually wanted to get from hatching. And that would be our first Palmon, or first SSR Palmon from hatching. Not bad, not bad. And I think I'm only missing like 70 tokens to actually 5-star max my 𝒟𝒹𝓎. So we are almost there, almost there. Just sadly we are yet to get an actual butt plug out of hatching. Like I said before, I'm aiming for butt plug and then 𝒟𝒹𝓎, but I'm only getting 𝒟𝒹𝓎 and some other SSR Palmons, but no butt plug. That's crazy, bro. And we just got another 𝒟𝒹𝓎. That's gonna be our 5th SSR Palmon, so I'll take it. But I think very soon we're gonna be hitting our limit, or Palmon limit inside our camp, because yes, there is a limit. I think you can only hold up to 300 Palmons at once at a time in your camp, and then you have to dismiss the rest of them to open up spots, right? Because this is a camp with limited beds, right? Limited space. So it's funny they actually implemented that. And yeah, we just hit the limits. So now we have to go to our Palmons and dismiss some of these guys. Actually, all of them, because I really don't have a need for them. I just wish there was an option that made dismissing all of these Palmons much easier, and that can save us a lot of time. Because yeah, I just have to like do clicking on every single one, recycle, boom, recycle, confirm, and that takes a lot of time for all of these Palmons that I have no need for, right? So if there was like a dismiss all button, that would be really nice. But I'm not gonna waste time showing you guys this, so let's just do a fast forward and boom, period, clean. Let's go back to hatching. Now we only got 160 more eggs to go, and I'm hoping like at least I want to get about 3 SSR Palmons, right? If I can get 3, I will be happy. I will be really, really happy, and I would call it a day. Butt plug, you got me effed up in my butt, man. At this point, I think I'm gonna max 𝒟𝒹𝓎 before I can get a single butt plug out of this thing. There you go. We just got 𝒟𝒹𝓎. Do you know what? I think they should change the probability. What? The probability of getting butt plug to 0.0% instead of 0.11%, and they should change the probability, goddamn, of getting 𝒟𝒹𝓎 to 100% instead of 0.11%. Because what is this, bro? And by the way, I am not complaining in any shape or form. I'm happy I'm getting 𝒟𝒹𝓎, but I also want to be happy of getting butt plug. But I'm not getting any. Damn, bruh. I don't care if you call me biased. Butt plug is in the meta, and I need it in my data so I can defeat you and call you better. That was ass, bro. That freestyle was low-key ass. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was thinking something. I think I should just stop thinking and just continue hatching. We only have 50 eggs left. 40, still no butt plug. 30, still no butt plug. 20, still no butt plug. 10, still no butt plug. And we are out of eggs. But hey, at least we got 𝒟𝒹𝓎𝓏. 𝒟𝒹𝓏. I don't give a shit about this guy. My ear is itching and I am suffering. I am living in pure agony because, you know what? I bet I can't even max 𝒟𝒹𝓎𝓏. Like, with everything we got, it's still not enough to max this guy, bro. Oh my goodness. Alright, bro. Alright. We did get some baboom, and that was one upgrade. And I bet we got a lot of upgrades for our UR Palmons, which is great. It means more efficiency for my production, for my camp. That's nice, but where the hell is butt plug? I need a plug in my butt right now. Sorry, what? Alright, so I have to do a new round of dismissals from my unwanted Palmons, because unfortunately there is no button to dismiss them all at once. So this is going to take a while. And in the meantime, let's just go to see my point, my current ranking inside the guild duel, guild versus guild event. Okay, 24 million points. We did get all the rewards, and we are much ahead than our competition, right? 84%, not bad. I just wish that I had not missed front of the pack event, so that way it would be 2 birds 1 stone with upgrading Palmon stage, but that's okay, I'll do it next time. And yeah, overall I would call this success, because I got a lot of upgrades from my working Palmons inside the camp. Now they're gonna work with better efficiency because I just upgraded them to higher stars, and that would of course impact their skills and their abilities. And then I got a few upgrades from my main SSR Palmons, mainly for baboom and of course for 𝒟𝒹𝓎𝓏, right? But sadly, nothing for butt plug. maybe that's gonna be episode 4. Maybe that's gonna be something for the next episode of hatching my balls. I mean, hatching my eggs. So just stay tuned for that. And the improvements I wish to see is to hatch more eggs at one time. For example, hatching 50 eggs, 100 eggs, or even all. That would be nice. I want to see a dismiss all button, right, for the unwanted Palmons, because that takes a lot of time to go through every single Palmon and dismiss them. That would be nice to see. And what else I want to see? I want to see, oh yeah, the Palmon reset event to come to the game more often. Like, I would like to see that event come every 3 months. That would be really, really nice, because yes, people still do make mistakes. This game is still very, very new. So one time, sure, it's nice, but that surely will not be enough. People will continue to make mistakes. Even I will continue to make mistakes and maybe work on Palmons that I shouldn't work on. So it would be nice to see that event come back every 3 months, every 5 months, to reset our Palmons completely for free. And like I said, from the developer standpoint, maybe that wouldn't be something nice, but this game is very, very new, relatively new, and people just make mistakes. So just for the meantime, it would be nice to have that event come quite often. That's pretty much about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. See you guys with the next episode of Chasing My Butt Plug.